Yeah, let's talk about those headlines going into Week 8. And we got to go back before we go forward. And you talk about money well spent by the networks. Primetime games absolutely lived up to the hype last weekend.
Every single primetime game that was watched, focused on, for all these networks, absolute bananas. Talk about Oregon taking on Ohio State. New Big Ten, new rivalries. Oregon hits a leading field goal with under 2 minutes left. Then there was a lot of scrap. There was a 12 men on the field penalty, potentially on purpose, that led to this. A clock run out with Will with the Rock and Oregon getting a massive win and remaining undefeated. Then let's go to afternoon game. Penn State, USC, new Big Ten rivalry potentially. Give me that! Woo! Give me that! Penn State has a massive comeback, ends up putting one through in overtime to win that particular game as Penn State remains unscathed, even though the ones in Hollywood almost got him early. Why didn't Penn State choose to run the damn ball early, AQ Shipley?
I don't know. I was very vocal about that.
Anyway, South Carolina has to get a touchdown to come back in as they missed a 2-point conversion. Kick an onside kick. Well done. Beamer ball to a T. Get the Rock back. 12 seconds left. Down 2. Is Alabama about to get beat again? Now, interception, that thing ends in thrilling fashion. Don't want to get a safety. Where did I catch it? Did I drift back into the end zone? Imagine taking a knee there, taking a safety, and it being 27-27.
Nuts.
People would be calling for Kalen DeBoer's head immediately after the loss to Vandy. Let's go to Tennessee, Florida. This one ends in overtime with some tough football from the Tennessee Volunteers. That's kind of their storyline. And then Ole Miss, LSU. Ole Miss thought they had it. Ole Miss's Jackson Dart actually in a press conference afterwards said, I don't know how we lost that game. I have no idea how did we LSU at night, brother. Yeah. That's going to be incredibly difficult regardless. Brian Kelly gets a huge win at night in the SEC to knock off Ole Miss, who now has 2 losses, even though early we thought they were potentially going to be one of the teams that can maybe remain unscathed in the SEC. And then the other night game that we didn't even talk about here, Kansas State, Colorado, that comes down to the final seconds. Mm-hmm. College ball is awesome. Wild weekend ahead here, too, as Austin, Texas is the focal point with Georgia taking on Texas. New SEC rivalry potentially. What else do we need to be talking about, Tone?
Yeah, talking about that. Obviously, the primetime games lived up to the hype last weekend. We've got a couple big primetime games this weekend, starting with Georgia at Texas, the location of College Game Day on Saturday morning. Texas is a 3.5-point favorite over Georgia at home. I think it's the first time Georgia has been a dog in 50 games.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw that stat floating around, and, what's going on down in Georgia, fascinating. It's very, very interesting because they have an incredibly talented team. Off the field, a lot of conversation. A lot of conversation off the field. Like a lot about what the hell's going on. Then Kirby gets all jacked up on the sideline last week. Obviously, that becomes a massive talking point. They lose that game to Alabama. They haven't really played, up to what everybody thought they were going to be all season. And then they get to take on Texas.
Good opportunity.
And this seems like one where the damn good dogs could potentially say whose SEC is it?
Yeah.
I forgot about this whole thing. Have you guys won a couple of national championships within the last handful of years?
Back to back, perhaps?
Oh, you guys are always that team that. Oh, you guys are coming to the SEC. Whoa, great! Texas is here.
Okay.
We're the dogs.
We run this shit.
And Kirby, imagine what Kirby's going to say.
Oh man.
Look around in Austin. They say this is SEC football. Yeah. That whole. There's a lot.
Need a mic on that.
And then Quinn Ewers is back, obviously, and the way he's playing. That team, defensive line, offensive line, big. They're built like an SEC team. It is. This game is going to be awesome.
They do bring the boom.
Bringing the boom.
That's what they do.
They bring the boom. They bring the boom to you.
You saw Quinn's dance. You saw it.
I'm just learning about the Costco dad's sons.
Sure.
I'm just learning about him. I like that he's an independent wrestler. I want to let that be known.
Getting back in the ring.
I love the gimmick. I love everything. I love how close he and his son are.
Yeah.
Like, that seemingly is a great thing.
I hope it's like that.
In real life?
Yeah, off camera.
When the cameras aren't on.
Yeah, because that could be a tough.
I think it is.
I think it is, too.
I think they both enjoy bringing the
boom to you. I think we need to be a little bit more, he can't be taking his son to Costco 6 days a week and just shoving his gullet full of chicken bakes and double chocolate cookies. But, I'm not his dad, so he can feed him what he wants, I guess.
They're allowed to bring the boom.
They're active, too.
Agree.
They're active. They work out together.
I agree.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I like that. I enjoy just learning about them. Just learning about them. That is not something that would ever creep into my algorithm, and for that, my algorithm, I'll say you missed.
Yeah, sure.
I think the Costco dad and Costco kid should have been shown to me much earlier, because I'm learning a lot about them quickly through your guys' experience with the Costco team. And they've been everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
The real MVP is the other one.
Who?
The Rizzler. I don't know if you know him, but he is a star.
See, he's a part of the Costco team.
Kind of.
Yeah, he's part of the greater Costco universe, if you will.
Okay, does he bring the boom?
Yeah.
He does, but he's more.
He can do it all, brother. He's the Rizzler.
He's the king.
God.
Some people are saying the Costco boys are kind of sucking everything they can out of the Rizzler.
Rizzler is the king.
That's the
compared to
Rizzler.
That's the
Costco
Rizzler,
boys.
yeah. Yeah.
Look at that.
Weapon.
I'm actually, yeah.
All right.
Buckets.
Okay.
No, the Rizzler is the one, dude.
Okay.
He's the one.
Okay. I didn't know the Rizzler. No, I did not know enough about the Rizzler, apparently.
Dog.
Why ain't anybody showing that?
Dog.
We don't need to see him missing shots.
Rizzler don't care. He's Black Panther.
He's got too much Riz,
All right,
brother.
why are they showing these shots? Why are they letting him shoot? He should have been up on somebody's really strong person's shoulders.
Yep, dunking.
And he should have been up there dunking. The Rizzler should have been hanging from that
Yeah.
hoop.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I'm just learning about the Costco teams. The Costco.
The Costco universe. Yeah.
Okay, Costco squad. And I'm happy they bring the boom.
They bring the boom.
I guess Quinn Ewers does it too, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I heard.
Oh, yeah.
That might be the thing. A lot of things happening in Austin, Texas.
Yep.
If they bring the boom with the Riz,
Oh, jeez.
that could be a bad sign for them dogs. Imagine if Kirby Smart knew that the Costco universe was coming to town before his pregame speech.
Be bad news.
Imagine Kirby.
Oh, yeah.
I heard there's this.
He might fold.
No game plan for that.
Yeah, he might fold. and
What?
say, You
No
know what,
game
boys?
plan for that.
You're saying
brother.
Kirby's not ready for the Rizzler and the boys?
If the Rizzler's there,
I
no.
am done with it.
Nothing's ready for the Rizzler. The Rizzler can actually cure anything that you want. Say something right now. Cancer, boom, he cured it. That's the Rizzler's
COVID.
job.
We're hoping.
COVID,
Yeah,
boom.
boom.
The Rizzler,
I saw
eats
somebody.
COVID.
I saw people. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Saw somebody what?
Nah, I'm not doing it. They're allowed to do whatever they want. I would like to know the information that they have that I don't, though, because I'm walking around without a mask, and then I see them with one. It's like, well, I don't know. I would like to know that information. Then I got to talk to them, and they say, don't get too close. Shake their hands and know what the hell they know.
Sure.
Nonetheless, the Riz,
Yeah. The Rizzler.
cure it, dude.
The Rizzler's the one.
He can't shoot a basketball, though. That's what I just saw.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
9
he's
years
like
old.
3'8", though.
Yeah, he's only 9. He's
why
got
they got him on a 10-foot hoop?
You should see him on a BMX bike. Guy does all kinds of tricks. He's
Oh,
a
they
different
got,
kind of
they got
athlete.
pegs on the front and the back?
Oh, yeah.
He's like
Could be in X Games at any moment if he wants,
Yeah,
if
he's-
he chooses to.
He's the Tony Hawk of biking.
There was like an 8-year-old, I think, doing like a 600 or something, like 900.
Oh,
or
I saw
something.
that, yeah.
Tony
Actually,
Hawk did that on TV. The world stopped.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Tony Hawk did a 900. 8-year-old kid doing back-to-back 900s or something like that.
Jeez.
X Games is getting real X.
It is.
It's almost
Like
XX Games
Oh,
at this
whoa.
point. Yeah, not triple X, though, yet.
Okay. As long as there's not an N in there.
X.
It's a website. Never heard of it.
Is that right, AQ?
That is not true. Okay, so now I know. All right, let's go back to the college ball combos.
Let's talk about Bama at
We
Tennessee.
know you heard it.
You sick
If
son
I'm
of a
piecing
bitch.
together these context clues right now,
Yep.
you might have created it.
Yeah.
You know about
Let's get back to congrats to Penn State.
Yeah.
Congrats to Penn State. Yeah.
job. Big
Yeah.
win.
Okay.
Big win.
Let's go back to some college ball combos. Tone, please. Jesus.
Let's talk about Bama and Tennessee. It's an interesting one where two teams are coming in similar situations where Bama lost to Vandy 2 weeks ago, so that put them behind the 8 ball. And Tennessee lost to Arkansas 2 weeks ago in that same crazy week. And then they both had very, very close wins this last weekend. So, are these teams the teams we thought they would be? They both have one loss. Tennessee's still got to play Georgia. Bama's still got to play LSU. This is, I don't know if it's a must win for each team, but it's a must win for each team.
Hey, Sampson's a dog there, the running
Yeah,
back for
he
Tennessee.
is.
Everybody talks about Nico Iamaleava, which you should. He can spin it. But Heupel is, they're not scared to.
Oh, yeah.
They're not scared to go. And that Tennessee defense throws.
Legit.
Hey, they are the real deal. And then Alabama, are they who we all thought they were? Or are they going to take a little bit to figure out who they are in this new time? I mean, that is a real question that's being asked. We believe in Kalen DeBoer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe in Jalen Milroe. I believe in the amount of talent that they have on that team. I believe in everything they got cooking, but this is a very tough game, and this is what happens in the SEC. You got another one, and then another one, and then another one. And if you let Vandy be one of the ones, and Vandy's like Vandy, this is not the same old Vandy.
Good football team.
This is brand new Vandy. It's like every week you can find out. We're going to find out about Alabama, I think. That's a big question mark going forward for everybody, Tone.
Yeah, it's a huge one. And like now the loser of this will have 2 losses, and then they got to play the rest of their SEC schedule. We don't know if a 3-loss SEC team can get in, especially when you have Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, like all those other teams. Like those could be 2 or 3 loss teams in the SEC too. So it's a big one this weekend.
And the Big Ten is showing up.
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah. So how the Big Ten is. You think about LSU, USC, and then what USC is done.
Yeah, right.
If you start talking about that whole thing, you start doing the ipso facto meter all around there. That's why these end conversations about the 12 teams, 5 to 12.
Whoa.
Oh, but 5 to 11, I guess, because there's going to be one group of 5, maybe 2 though.
Oh,
could be 2.
Why not?
You never know. It's first time ever. Anything else we need to keep on top of mind? 10 days.
Yeah, it's never too early. I mean, just because it's the first year and it's absolutely awesome to look at. Can we just throw up the playoff picture if the season ended now? Because I'm just having wet dreams about this. Speaking of XNXXX.
What?
You heard me. You heard me.
I don't think
I mean, look at this. This is better than any website AQ's ever been to.
Okay.
Glorious.
All right. AQ might have actually coded those websites. But yes, the excitement is very, very, very real about what the 12-team playoff could look like. And this college football season is delivered every single week.